Okay, in the previous videos, we showed you how to access the activity library and even edit the content that you find there to match the learning objectives for your class. However, there are times, especially with our Fort Wayne Community Schools curriculum, that you want to create a completely new assignment using resources provided by our curriculum department. So to do that, you're going to go ahead and click this Add button, and you're going to go to Assign an Activity. But this time, rather than going to the community or searching through the things that you already have saved in your activity library, you're going to hit this plus sign that says Create New Activity. When you do that, you can title it whatever you'd like. So I'm going to do, for my purposes today, I'm going to show students how to play a game at home with their families. Virtual at home. Now, this is not necessarily something included in our curriculum, but it's just something that I think would be fun for students to do. So I'm going to use this as my example today. In this box is where you put any of the instructions for students. Okay. And one of the great things that we'll show you in the next video is, remember how we said you could use keywords to make little images appear? This is great for our lowest learners who maybe need to know they need to get the camera out or hear the recording. Look at the picture below. These aren't super great directions because I'm just showing you that this is what this box is used for. This is where you could put step 1, step 2, and use these little picture codes. So step 1, look at the picture below, and the photo camera should appear. I could also add voice instructions, which I highly recommend even if you aren't going to be reading word for word. This just gives you that chance for your auditory learners to really read it and understand what you're saying. So right now I'm recording my voice. I could give additional information of things that students may need for a higher level of students. I might say, just listen to my recording. And then what's great is that they can play this as many times as they want. And when they start doing the activity, they always have access to this recording throughout the lesson. So if you're thinking once you get back to school, that would be great for stations, for independent work. Think of all the ways you could record your voice and what you could say and how easy this is for students. You can always add another instruction or activity. So say I wanted to model for my students how to play Farkle, I could quickly record a video of myself playing that game. I could show them with the dice. I could turn my camera and have them looking there. I don't have a real camera here, so I couldn't do that, but I could do it from my iPad, showing them more easily. So this is just another great way to show another directions. You can add all sorts of other links. So maybe I have a YouTube video of it, or just a photo or a file that I want them to see. So attaching other resources is another great thing that you can do when you create your activity. The last thing is you can add a template for student responses. So this is really what you think of when you saw the other pages where students were modifying something on the screen. That's how they're going to do this. So I'm going to upload something that I already have made. It's not on my computer, but if you use your OneDrive or your desktop, you would select from there. I'm going to select from my Google Drive, and I'm going to assign for them this game Farkle at home. So I'm just going to search my drive real quick for the Farkle document I want. Okay, there's the template that I'm going to assign for them today, and it's a large PDF. But what's nice about this is it gives the directions, and then it has kind of a game board down here for students to actually play with at home, and they can use the annotation tools to record their scores on this. So it's really nice feature of Seesaw, especially for game playing. So even if you just had this set up in your classroom for students to record their game playing, not everything has to be tech-based, but this could be the resource that you could go and check later for their scores of the game, even though you're not monitoring their gameplay. Okay, so I'm going to click Save. Now my activity is complete. I can easily assign it to my students by just clicking the Assign button and choosing the class that I want to assign it to. And now if I click to view how that looks, they have their game here that they can play, and it shows all the directions here. And remember when I put that little photo symbol in, now the cameras are here. And if you watch the next video, I'll show you a little bit more about how to personalize those directions. So I hope that gives you an idea of how to start beginning to add things to your assignments.